off, and we've got two title fights. It all goes down at the beautiful Fontainebleau Las Vegas. Here we go.
The king of middleweight, Isaiah Quiñones, taking on undefeated Brandon the Butcher Bordeaux.
Lands a big one. Quiñones. Now he's up.
Quiñones needs to land a big one here.
What an answer! What an answer! Quiñones defends the title!
We definitely got to run it back again.
It's the rematch that we have all been waiting for. Isaiah Quiñones against Brandon the Butcher Bordeaux.
Chins are going to get tested.
In the co-main, our first ever lightweight title fight.
They're going to slap each other's heads off, and we've got two title fights. It all goes down at the beautiful Fontainebleau Las Vegas. Here we go.
The king of middleweight, Isaiah Quiñones, taking on undefeated Brandon the Butcher Bordeaux.
Lands a big one. Quiñones. Now he's up.
Quiñones needs to land a big one here.
What an answer! What an answer! Quiñones defends the title!
We definitely got to run it back again.
It's the rematch that we have all been waiting for. Isaiah Quiñones against Brandon the Butcher Bordeaux.
Chins are going to get tested.
In the co-main, our first ever lightweight title fight.
They're going to slap each other's heads off, and we've got two title fights. It all goes down at the beautiful Fontainebleau Las Vegas. Here we go.
The king of middleweight, Isaiah Quiñones, taking on undefeated Brandon the Butcher Bordeaux.
Lands a big one. Quiñones. Now he's up.
Quiñones needs to land a big one here.
What an answer! What an answer! Quiñones defends the title!
We definitely got to run it back again.
It's the rematch that we have all been waiting for. Isaiah Quiñones against Brandon the Butcher Bordeaux.
Chins are going to get tested.
In the co-main, our first ever lightweight title fight.
They're going to slap each other's heads off, and we've got two title fights. It all goes down at the beautiful Fontainebleau Las Vegas. Here we go.
The king of middleweight, Isaiah Quiñones, taking on undefeated Brandon the Butcher Bordeaux.
Lands a big one. Quiñones. Now he's up.
Quiñones needs to land a big one here.
What an answer! What an answer! Quiñones defends the title!
We definitely got to run it back again.
It's the rematch that we have all been waiting for. Isaiah Quiñones against Brandon the Butcher Bordeaux.
Chins are going to get tested.
In the co-main, our first ever lightweight title fight.
They're going to slap each other's heads off, and we've got two title fights. It all goes down at the beautiful Fontainebleau Las Vegas. Here we go.
The king of middleweight, Isaiah Quiñones, taking on undefeated Brandon the Butcher Bordeaux.
Lands a big one. Quiñones. Now he's up.
Quiñones needs to land a big one here.
What an answer! What an answer! Quiñones defends the title!
We definitely got to run it back again.
It's the rematch that we have all been waiting for. Isaiah Quiñones against Brandon the Butcher Bordeaux.
Chins are going to get tested.
In the co-main, our first ever lightweight title fight.
They're going to slap each other's heads off, and we've got two title fights. It all goes down at the beautiful Fontainebleau Las Vegas. Here we go.
The king of middleweight, Isaiah Quiñones, taking on undefeated Brandon the Butcher Bordeaux.
Lands a big one. Quiñones. Now he's up.
Quiñones needs to land a big one here.
What an answer! What an answer! Quiñones defends the title!
We definitely got to run it back again.
It's the rematch that we have all been waiting for. Isaiah Quiñones against Brandon the Butcher Bordeaux.
Chins are going to get tested.
In the co-main, our first ever lightweight title fight.
They're going to slap each other's heads off, and we've got two title fights. It all goes down at the beautiful Fontainebleau Las Vegas. Here we go.
I'm going to be the one to beat Robert because I can knock people out viciously. He's never been hit the way I'm going to hit him. So the first ever lightweight champ is here.
I don't think it's possible for Dakota to want this more solely because, you know, I've been building this division myself. You know, I feel like this is already my division. I don't feel like anyone wants that belt more than me.
I want the absolute best. That's how you create a legacy. You don't create a legacy by taking the easiest fights. I want the baddest next every single time.
Brandon Bordeaux, again, I'm going to tell you this like I told you before. I'm one bull you're not going to butcher. I'm going to show everybody why I will be and still be champion.
Ladies and gentlemen, the power is on!
Friday nights in the fight capital of the world are always good, but they're even better when Power Slap is in the building. And that's exactly what we have tonight at the Fontainebleau Las Vegas. V-Chain Power Slap 12 Quinones versus Bordeaux is presented by Monster Energy. Unleash the Beast. As per usual, a sellout crowd is expected for the first ever event set to air entirely on YouTube. Welcome inside for an action-packed card alongside the UFC Hall of Famer Michael Bisping. I'm Dan Hellie, and Michael, as you know, plenty of new up-and-comers on this card, but also a lot of established name brands who are looking to leave with that championship belt around their waist.
Yeah, without a shadow of a doubt. By the way, a pleasure to be back at the Fontainebleau with you. As you say, we got some great matchups. We got a heavyweight contest between Wes Boone Mina taking on the Colossus Aaron Turner. Fan favorite Paige Van Zandt, she returns against Michelle Brown. But let's be honest, it's all about those two main events, those two title fights at the top of the bill.
And the big one, the main event, is between the middleweights. Let's take a look at the middleweight striker rankings brought to you by Dios Azul Tequila. Embrace the spirit. It is the champion, Isaiah Quinones, taking on Brandon Bordeaux for the second time in 3 months. The Puerto Rican pretty boy and the Butcher squaring off for the middleweight title.
Isaiah Quinones was just on fire in 2024. 4 Power Slap contests, 4 wins and 4 knockouts. One of those, he took the title of John the Machine Davis. And then last time out, he defends it against Brandon Bordeaux. We see the highlights there. There was a little bit of controversy. Isaiah gets dropped. Then he drops Bordeaux in the second round. Bordeaux rushes back to the feet on 3 seconds, but then when referee says walk towards me, he stumbles. He claims that his shoe caught the canvas and they stopped the fight too early, and that's why they got to run it back down.
And Bordeaux in the best shape of his life, looking absolutely shredded at the weigh-ins. He is ready. And for the first time ever, the lightweight title is on the line. #1 ranked Robert Trujillo, who has been here from the very beginning, has been waiting for this moment for 3 years. He's facing Dakota McGregor, and all this Canadian has done is knock out everybody he's faced.
Yeah, listen, Robert Trujillo's been around for a very long time. If you've followed Power Slap, then you know the name. 6-1 in professional mixed martial arts and a lot of knockouts in Power Slap. So there's a very good reason why he's fighting for the strap. As you mentioned, taking on a newcomer, Dakota McGregor. He was on season 3. He had 2 tremendous, vicious knockouts, and that's what puts him in this position here. Dakota McGregor is fast, he's powerful, and he's very confident coming into this one tonight.
Here's a look at the rest of the main card. It is the heavyweights, Dorian Perez and Pono Pao getting us started. Paige Van Zandt going into her third power slap match, more focused than ever before, set to face Las Vegas local Michelle Brown, and then, of course, our 2 title fights. The third member of our crew is Charlie Arnold, and she joins us now with more on that monster matchup between Michelle Brown, who's local, going to have a ton of people here in the crowd, against the former UFC star, Paige VanZant.
Dan, thank you so much. Yeah, get ready to see a different Paige VanZant tonight. For one, she dropped down to 125, and despite having to diet down, says she feels much more athletic at this weight. Not to mention, she kept coming in a few pounds light at bantamweight and said she felt like that put her at a slight competitive disadvantage. Secondly, Paige will be slapping with her right hand rather than her left. Keep in mind, her dominant hand is her right hand. The reason she wasn't using it in the past, she had a previous injury. She was trying to play it safe. She says now that is all good, and the difference in power is palpable. Third, her motivation levels are higher than ever. For one, she is training for an MMA fight coming up in May, so there are no days off at this point in time. Also, her husband, Austin Vanderford, just made his UFC debut a couple of weeks ago in Seattle, getting that brilliant second-round knockout. So now Paige said it's on her to keep that energy going, to keep that momentum going as well. So, all this being said, should she be concerned about her opponent, Michelle Brown? Michelle Brown has said that she wakes up every morning visualizing a knockout over VanZant, says she is not nervous at all. So Paige in response says, not at all. I know what I've accomplished up to this point in my combat career. My power, strength, and experience will take me through this one as well. Not to mention, in her words, guys, no one is making a name off of me. So Dan, I am super excited to see this throwdown in the women's division. Clearly, we have 2 competitors who are hungrier than ever. Back to you.
It's going to be a good one. There is no doubt about it. 4 fights on the prelims. Wesley Drain taking on Keali'i Kanakoa. Heavyweights Wes Mena and Aaron Turner going at it. Anthony DeFrank against Slap Shady Riley Montoya. And former champ KO Chris is back and ready to make some noise against Christopher Debo. Let's go over the rules of power slap. For the striker, they must use a flat open hand to the cheek, or a clubbing foul will be assessed. Feet must be grounded, no pivoting or stepping. There has been a slight adjustment recently allowing for a minor heel lift. You must declare a hand and a number prior to the strike. For the defender, no chin tucking or flinching. Flinching is massive. It's potentially a point deduction, and the striker goes again. The defender does receive 60 seconds to recover after each strike. 2 fouls get you DQ'd in a 3-round match, 3 fouls in a 5-round match, and you're out. The defender does get 2 minutes to recover after they've been fouled. Power slap is using instant replay, and if there isn't a finish, we go to the judges' scorecards. Now, if a match ends in a draw, there will be 1 more round. The match will be scored solely on the additional sudden victory round. The winner of the extra round is the winner of the match. If that round ends in a tie, then the match goes in the books as a draw.
Choose your side.
Download Power Slap Mobile now.
Here are the stats through 241 power slap matches. The winners of the coin toss have gone on to win just under 52% of the time, but a new rule implemented recently: if you miss weight or DQ in your previous match, you now automatically forfeit the coin toss. All set to kick things off tonight. 2 athletes who march to the beat of their own drummer. It's Oklahoma's Wesley All the Smoke Drain, who has gone the distance in a title fight, and he's coming into the night having won 3 of his last 4. The well-traveled and spiritual Keali'i Kanakoa feels like he's found his stride after scoring a 3rd-round knockout in his last fight, and he intends to keep that mojo going here at the Fontainebleau tonight. And with that, the power slap table goes to work for the first time tonight. These power slap odds are brought to you by DraftKings Sportsbook. The crown is yours. The more experienced Wesley Drain, the -140 favorite. Hawaii's Ke'ili Kanakoa has made his way around the combat sports world, but with 2 wins on the Power Slap stage, the Chief may have found a home. Tonight, he battles Oklahoma's Wesley Drain. Top 10 middleweight contenders looking to get in the 185-pound title conversation. Wesley Drain and Ke'ili Kanakoa both have a lot on the line when they face off tonight, and they will slap accordingly once they reach the stage. Aiming for a rematch with champion Isaiah Quinones, Drain believes a win here puts him in line for a shot at the belt that he says will be his by the end of the year. But to get that win, he has to hold off the surging Kanakoa, who is fresh off a 3rd-round knockout of Brandon Rhodes that landed him in the number 6 spot in the divisional rankings. Coming up next, Wesley, all the smoke Drain, meets Ke'ili, the Chief, Kanakoa. The Chief, Ke'ili Kanakoa, both of his wins by knockout, including his most recent match at Power Slap 11 that ended with a 3rd-round knockout of Brandon Rhodes, the native of Hawaii, always on the move. He's lived in multiple cities over the last few years in California, Texas, and Oklahoma, and big plans to move to Dubai this summer.
Yeah, that's right. That's why last time out, getting that big win in Saudi Arabia over Brandon Rhodes, that's why it was perfect for him, because in his mind, it just parlays into what he's going to do. He does a lot of security, as you mentioned. He's lived all over the world. He's had a lot of success, though, in Power Slap. Last time out, got a good knockout. He's 3-1 overall. A lot of combat sports background. He's done wrestling, MMA, boxing, a little bit of bare knuckle. He's very confident coming into this one because he said, Hawaiians, we hit hard. I don't have a glass jaw, and a lot of these people competing on here, he feels he's got what it takes to knock them out cold.
Yeah, he says he has a lot of respect for Wesley Drain, who's been around for a long time, but he also predicted one and done. If you Wesley, all the smoke Drain, 32 years old from Stillwell, Oklahoma. There are not many on the Power Slap roster who have competed as much as Wesley Drain. 10 matches, coming in with a 5-5 record. He has a win over former champ Emmanuel Muniz. He went the distance with John Davis in a middleweight title fight, and he's back for the first time in 8 months, which is the longest layoff of his Power Slap career.
Yeah, and that's why he refers to himself as kind of the GOAT, Charlie.
Yeah, exactly. And if you think what he's done has been impressive, you can expect to see a new and improved version of him. He says he calls it his 2.0. Now, also, Drain has been telling us ever since he stepped into the Power Slap promotion, the whole reason he really joined this was to build a platform so he could make a difference. And it's really cool, guys, to see him still on that same path. He was telling me he's been busy trying to construct an outreach program for the 15 counties in and surrounding his hometown of Stillwell, Oklahoma. He wants less fortunate children to have access to self-defense training, also mentorship. Basically, what he's trying to do is how to prevent children from being bullied, and on the flip side, teaching bullies not to be bullies. Where do you fall within those two categories, Bisping?
Well, listen, I just think that's beautiful, first of all. And Wesley Drain, we've really seen him mature since his time here on Power Slap. I think this is his 10th or 11th event. When we first met him, he was kind of a little bit, he was all over the place. But these days, much more dialed in and focused.
Let's take a look at the tail of the tape for our first match of the evening. Ke'ili Kanakoa and Wesley Drain. Kanakoa 2 inches taller, 2 years older, and a much bigger hand than the favorite, Wesley Drain. We send it to our Power Slap announcer, Justin Bernard, to get this party started.
Ladies and gentlemen, the power is on! Welcome to V-Chain Power Slap 12, Quinones versus Bordeaux 2, presented by Monster Energy. Unleash the Beast. And for the very first time, live and free across the globe on YouTube. This match is 3 rounds in the Power Slap middleweight division and presented by Power Slap Mobile. Download today on the App Store and Google Play. Introducing to you first in the blue corner. He stands 6 feet 2 inches tall, weighing in at 184 pounds. Out of Pahoa, Hawaii, he is a number 6 ranked middleweight contender in the world. Kelly, the Chief Kanakoa. And in the red corner, he stands 6 feet tall, weighing in at 183 pounds. Out of Stillwell, Oklahoma, he is a number 4 ranked middleweight contender in the world. Wesley, all the smoke train. And when the action begins, your referee in charge, Kerry Hatley. Winner of the coin toss and striking first, Keali'i Kanakoa.
Little fun fact for you, only 13.7% of our matches in Power Slap have ended by knockout on the first slap. We'll see if Kanakoa can up that number tonight.
Fun fact, ththese two have just been going at each other the entire time. Talking trash, promising to knock each other out. Kanakoa says, this is my house.
Right hand on one.
On one with no shoes for Kanakoa.
I know.
But he did it last time.
He did, the barefoot assassin.
And he won via knockout. On one, wasn't good enough.
Train.
Look at that.
Lets him hear it just a little bit.
I mean, to be fair, it wasn't the best slap. Wesley Drain's been in there with some of the best. Let's take a look at it. Swings all the way through, on target, decent little slap. But Wesley Drain has seen and felt much worse than that.
Talk about the experience. 10 matches. This is his 11th Power Slap match. Not many guys on the roster. Maybe one, maybe two with more matches than Wesley Drain. These are also two of the more unique personalities, I think, that we have in Power Slap. Definitely free spirits. Both these guys really spiritual.
Okay, right hand on 3. Right hand on 3.
They're kind of crazy, if you ask me.
Okay, I say spiritual, you say crazy. Either or.
1.
Look at Kanakoa's face.
Knocked the cotton right out of that eardrum. Okay. I think we have a match here, Bisping.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Both of these guys really experienced. Both guys with an okay slap. Neither man was wobbled. I'd probably give round 1 to Wesley Drain. Had the bigger impact, the bigger reaction from the crowd.
Here we go, Red.
Not the earbud flying everywhere. Wesley Drain almost fell over because of the momentum.
Keali'i Kanakoa has earned both of his wins by knockout. As we take a look at your scorecard, you gave Drain the first round.
Measure, right on 1.
Okay, right hand on 1. Right hand on 1. You must measure. There's your measure.
Right hand on 1. I never liked this.
Oh, that's it! Oh, the Chief lands a home run!
Oh, shut up, Bisping. Put him to sleep. He's trying to get up, but that is it. It's done. Dig that man a grave.
Keali'i Kanakoa dropping the hammer on Wesley Drain.
They love this. Yeah, I was just saying, I don't like it when they go on 1. But Kanakoa, he's got great knockout power. And he knows what he's doing. And once again, with no shoes on.
You don't like the shoes, you don't like going on 1, but it paid dividends tonight. Our Monster Knockout brought to you by Monster Energy. Unleash the Beast, and that's what Kanakoa did.
I like this, though. Poor old Wesley Drain.
Night, night.
Good night, indeed. That was it. Beautiful slap, perfect placement, didn't move the feet one tiny little bit, and look at the control of his body as well. He's just in complete control of all his faculties.
That was
in control of the consciousness of Wesley Drain as well. Turned him off like a light.
That was absolutely beautiful from Kanakoa. A perfect slap and a perfect way to start our night here at the Fontainebleau Las Vegas.
Yeah, it was. Ha! Daniel's getting out of his seat.
That'll bring you out of your seat, man. Get a knockout like that to start things off.
I tell you what, the energy in here, the atmosphere, it's unbelievable. Absolutely packed house. Everyone's dressed up to the nines.
It was still filling up at the beginning of this, and I'm looking around now, and we are almost totally full. I can't tell you it's a sellout. As we send it to Justin Bernard to make this official in our first match of the evening.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Kerry Hatley calls a stop to the match in round number 2, declaring the winner by knockout, Kali'i, the Chief Kanakoa.
Kali'i Kanakoa improving to 3-2 in his young power slap career. Great show of sportsmanship as he hugs it out with Wesley Drain, who's all smiles after going to sleep for just a minute. What a way to get things going here tonight. A couple of former college football players ready to get down. Atlanta's Wes Mena has come out of the gates with a quickness, going 3-0 with a pair of knockouts in his last 2 matches, and he's looking for more of the same against Aaron Turner tonight. Like Mena, Turner's day job is personal security. He travels around the West Coast protecting executives and celebrities. Also like Mena, he's looking to keep a perfect record intact. You know what that means, Bisping? 1-0 has got to go. Power Slap 12 rolling on from Las Vegas. If you're watching us on your YouTube channel of choice, keep it locked. We're staying here. If you're watching us on any other platform, get to the Power Slap YouTube channel right now. We are going to be there all night long.
We are bringing Nitro Circus back down under. It's gonna be one show.
In case you missed it, UFC CEO Dana White is on the cover of Forbes magazine this month to celebrate UFC, giving away a trip to Vegas to watch a fight at the Apex. Additionally,